Hey everybody, Brian with Easy Retriever Training. This morning I want to do a quick little product test. I've seen a lot of people using these Roy Gonia Mega Whistles. If you've watched some of my previous stuff, you know that I really like just the regular standard whistle. And so as I started looking into it, and I've seen a lot of people using these, according to the package, it says that it does two things. One, it projects the sound further out, and so you can control your dogs a little bit further away. And the other thing is that because of the bell, it gets the sound out away from the trainer's ears, so it's easier on your ears as you're blowing over and over and over again, especially if you're training a lot. And so I just thought we'd do a quick test. Let me show you what we've got set up. So the first thing I've got is I've got a voice recorder here that's going to give me some visual feedback of exactly how many decibels or how loud it is, how loud the whistle is. And I've got a camera set up to record that. And so I'm going to go back at about 100 yards, and I'm going to blow each of these whistles a couple of times, and then we'll check out on the recorder exactly how loud it is, how loud each whistle is at 100 yards. Okay, so I'm about 100 yards away from my setup down there. I'm going to go with just the regular whistle first, and we'll see how it does. Now we'll try the Mega Whistle. Now I will say one of the things that concerns me a little bit, I've mentioned in previous videos that I really like the whistles that don't have a P in it, the little ball that bounces around, because I found that especially early in the morning when it gets a little cold, the moisture from my breath going through that, it doesn't take very long for that P to start gumming up and sticking, and then the sound changes and it becomes a little bit irregular, where the whistle without the P, I've not ever had that. There's nothing in there for it to freeze up or change, and so it's just your breath going through there and you get a real consistent, regular sound. But I've not been able to find, with the Mega Whistles, I've not been able to find one without a P. It has, although I don't hear it when I shake it around, it sounds like it has a P in it. So I guess until I break this up, I'm not going to be able to know if it's got a P in it or not. But it sounds like, and it is, as you blow, it sounds like it's got that P in there. So I'm going to do this again just one more time, just to make sure that we get some good capture on that video down there. So here goes with the regular whistle first. And now the Mega Whistle. All right, let's go down and see how it turned out. Okay, so a really interesting thing happened when I went down to get the actual recorder. Nothing changed as far as on the actual readout itself. I think the whistle's frequency is too high to be captured necessarily and recognized on those bars. But when I brought it into the editing software, it did work. So let me show you really quickly. Right here, this audio is the audio from my camera that I'm recording at me, and this audio right here is the audio from the camera 100 yards away. And so what we're going to see over here is the decibel output from the camera 100 yards away from the whistle. So let me push play on this. See how it does. So that's the first whistle, and you can see it hit right here about -18. So now let's switch over. I'll try the Mega Whistle. I'm going to go back and play that just one more time, just to show you just those. Again, watch where it stops. Now we'll try the Mega Whistle.
So the interesting thing is it's not a huge difference. You know, the impact there. Let me jump. We'll jump to the other test. We'll try this one more time.
Here goes with the regular whistle first. And now the Mega Whistle. All right, let's go down and see how it...
So really, there's just not that big of a difference volume-wise between these. You can hear a little bit of a difference in frequency, but volume-wise, the Mega Whistle just does not seem to be that have that big of a difference.
Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing, but the other claim that the Mega Whistle makes is that it's better for your ears. And so I'm going to hold this back by my ears and see if we can capture it on video and see if we can see if there's a difference in decibel levels by my ears. So let's see how we do on this. Let me see if I can lighten that up. I'm going to do it one more time and just see if we can get a little better image. There we go, maybe that's better. All right, let me stop that. Now we'll see how that goes. Just from my, I guess, anecdotal without the microphone, and going back and looking at it, it really does feel like the Mega Whistle is a little bit easier on my ears. I'm not sure if that's just because of the P that's in there and it keeps it down low, but we'll go back and open up the editor and see what the microphone tells us.
So I'm back in the editing software. I just want to maybe slow this down and then kind of walk us through it, but we're going to focus on right here. The decibel level over here is not going to matter so much because this is capturing the audio from out in front. We want to know what it's like back here by my ear. So we're going to pay attention right here and see what the volume levels are. So if I push play here, and my video processor isn't keeping up, so I'll just skip it forward a couple of screen. If I do it shot by shot, you can kind of tell here's the end of the meter, I guess, for the decibel level and how loud it is. And it's right in between that 3 and the 2 right here under the video file, just to give us a reference. And now let's push play and we'll get to the next one. So here's the Mega Whistle, and I'll skip it forward frame by frame as well. And you can see it's, you know, also right underneath the 3 and the 2. And
so when all is said and done, and I've looked at everything from the Mega Whistle versus the other one, I've decided to switch over. But as you saw in the video, it's not because this Mega Whistle is louder or that the sound carries further. And it's not because it's quieter around my ears. It's really just because I prefer the frequency or the pitch of it. This one the frequency bothered my ears less after blowing it several times. And so I'm switching. If you decide to switch over, do it because of the fact that you prefer the sound. I did do a little research. The orange Mega Whistle does not have any P. It doesn't have the P. So if you get the Mega Whistle and this part is clear, at least from what I've seen and what I've read, if this tip is clear, then it has a P. If it's orange, it doesn't. And so I can put this on my lanyard and not worry about it freezing up on a cold morning or a late training session. So there you have it. There's my whistle review. If you have questions about other products we've reviewed or other ideas that we have for getting your dog ready for an AKC hunt test, check out our website at www.easyretrievertraining.com.